within a few square metres, this kitchen produces at least 15 dishes at any one time. There's roti, there's dosas, there's curry, there's sweets. The air is thick with spices and everything smells absolutely delicious. Welcome to the vibrant, intensely colourful world of Indian food. Join our food safari to learn how to make some of the most delicious curries from the subcontinent. A Mughal-style chicken curry, the beautiful green palak paneer, flavoursome Rogan Josh, all served with an easy dal and some crispy golden naan bread, followed by a Cheats version of some of the famous sweets. Tell me about Indian food and how spices fit into the cuisine.
Spice is a part of our life. There is no spice, there's no life. They say spice up your life literally means, damn it, add a bit of cumin.
Ajoy Joshi trained in India and has owned and cooked at a number of restaurants in Australia. Working with spices, he says, is like alchemy. So what would you say would be the 10 or 12 key spices you'd need for Indian cooking?
Let's go to the most important ingredient when it comes to Indian food, and that's the chili. Well, we have two varieties here. There's one which is flat, and there's one which is curly and wrinkled. This will give the color, this will give the pungency. Don't take the seed off. If you don't want the heat in the food, leave the chili whole. You get the flavors. If you want the heat or you want the pungency, break the chili so that you get the bite or the pungency into the oil. Look at this. It's called cassia. Cinnamon. Cassia is more of a robust spice. We use it for more of savory dishes. Cinnamon is more for desserts. Coriander, look at this. This is the best. This is the most versatile spice. There is no spice mix or no masala that you get in the market which does not have coriander. It's a binding agent, it's a filler, it's everything you name it. It can take the flavor of any spice.
Ajoy, tell me about cardamom.
Basically, two kinds of cardamom. One is black, take a look at this, and the other one is green. Right? No relation to each other. This, to me, is a garam masala spice. Also used in making Indian sweets or desserts. This is smoked. It has a smoke flavor, an integral part of a dish called Rogan Josh. But garam masala must have green cardamom. Green cardamom and clove, along with cassia, are the three basic spices we use for making garam masala.
And garam masala is?
Garam literally meaning hot, not as in temperature or chili, but helps in breaking down the food, helps in digesting food.
Wow, and I thought it was just the classic Indian spice mix. It's medicine too.
It's a little more than that.
Yeah.
And most people think garam masala is something that you add towards the end of the cooking process. To me, garam masala can be added in the whole form at the beginning of a dish. Towards the end, finish off with the garam masala in the powdered form. Cumin, which has to be there. It could be black or brown. Prefer brown cumin.
So they're little seeds.
Yes.
Do you use them in seed form?
Yes, I prefer to use them in seed form. Use it in its mildly roasted form. Use it, make an aromatized oil or an infusion in hot oil. This is heaven. Black mustard, I mean, it has to be there. This adds character. It brings life to dal, basically. Asafoetida. This is the real one. This is the powdered one. If I have to be very true and honest, it's an anti-flagellant.
Oh, so you're not using this for flavour, you're using it to stop something else?
Absolutely. I'm using this because when you eat a lot of dal and high-protein food, you know what happens. So, it can be embarrassing at times. Turmeric. A pinch of this can lift a dish. It can take it to, I say, Andromeda strain. Take it to the next level up. Add this to a tomato sauce or a spinach puree, and the color comes out bright. It's the best for antiseptic antibiotic. Anirudh, my son, comes home with a cut here and a cut there every other day. Instead of yes, we put turmeric. Women in India apply a paste of this in sandalwood. Turmeric for fertility, sandalwood for cleansing the body. You can imagine there are 1.2 billion people. They must have done something right.
When Australians started travelling, we discovered the amazing variety and depth of flavour of Indian food. And perhaps because lamb is so popular, the Northern Indian dish Rogan Josh is one of our favourites. Kumar Mahadevan trained in five-star hotels in India and has cooked all around the world. Rogan Josh, he says, is easy to make at home if you have all the ingredients ready.
So this is the dried whole chili, which we soak it in hot water for 15 to 20 minutes. And then we blend it to a nice smooth paste. This will give a different kind of color to the cooking and also different flavors. First, heat the oil.
There's a lot of theatre to Indian cooking, isn't there? Things spit and go crazy in a pan.
Screaming and shouting is all part of the game. And when the oil is hot, add the whole spices. Bay leaf, cloves, black cardamom, green cardamom. This is cassia bark and a little bit of fennel. Chili is for flavors. Throw the chilies. Now we can add the onions. So while your onions are being done there, get your powdered spices right. For that, we keep a little bit of turmeric. That much of chili is enough because we're going to put the chili paste. Coriander powder a bit more. Okay, the onions are done now. We add a little bit of ginger paste, fresh ginger, and garlic. This stage, we add the powder spice, water, so that you don't burn the spices. Now your tomato goes in, and a bit of tomato puree. Important ingredient at this stage is your salt. The meat's ready to go. Okay, so now the meat's almost sealed.
Is that just water? Or is
Just plain water, just plain water.
Uh-huh.
Plain water. And finish it off, have a nap, and come back.
Half an hour, eh?
That's it.
Half an hour now. Wow. That looks beautiful. A lot of liquid there.
Yes, its own meat's juices. So you don't need to add more water.
That is so tender looking.
Just before taking it off the stove, add some fresh chopped coriander. We don't want to cook the coriander just for garnish there. The garnish is a veg tomato, fresh chopped ginger julienne, and a lovely coriander sprig.
And the best way to eat Rogan Josh?
Definitely with your fingers
Yeah?
and hand.
What? Tell me.
Nirvana.
Nirvana. Gee, it doesn't get much better than that.
Let's see your reaction.
You're so right.
And that's it.
Finger licking. When I get a thali platter in front of me, how do I eat it?
Well, it's pretty simple, really. You obviously decide what you want first.
Yeah.
You break the rice with your hand, and I'll choose the dal here. Take a bit of it, and you just use your hands to mix the dal with your rice.
And is there sort of sensual pleasure in eating with your hands?
Yeah, and especially I think when you finish the meal, just doing this, I think that's just amazing.
Yeah.
It definitely beats eating with a knife and fork.
Are there rules like which hand, etc.?
There is a rule of how you break the naan,
sure.
and that's actually an art. I'll show you. Instead of using two hands, you're supposed to go like this. Use your finger, you break it, then I take a bit of the paneer, and that's how you eat it.
Wow.
When I see people eating with knife and fork, I just think to myself, guys, you're missing out. Just let go of the knife and fork. Just use your hands.
In an intensely colourful cuisine, one of the most famous dishes is the brick red tandoori chicken, made in the clay oven which came to India from Afghanistan. The centre, which heats to 600 degrees, cooks any sort of meat, and the sides are where the bread is cooked. Naan is the all-time favourite. One of the tandoor masters is Chef Yogesh Mira.
That looks fantastic. Beautiful.
The stuffed breads are a meal in themselves, filled with spiced potato or, surprisingly, Parmesan cheese.
Indian pizza bread, eh?
Indian pizza bread.
Oh, it smells beautiful.
It tastes good too.
You're right.
Then there's Afghani style with sweet coconut and nuts, divine Peshwari naan.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice.
Oh, coconut and spice and everything nice. Some of the names of Indian ingredients can be daunting. Dal, for example, one of the great staples of Indian cooking, seems to have so many names. There's urad dal, mung dal, tur dal, masoor dal, and that's just for starters. The main thing to remember is that they all start life as whole beans, peas and lentils, become dal with the skin off, and they're delicious.
Chef Daisy Rajan's family are from Gujarat, a region in India's west that, because of religious beliefs, is staunchly vegetarian. Perfectly cooked dal is her version of comfort food.
Daisy, what is it that you love about dal?
Dal is something which is so versatile and it's so easy to do, and there's so many different kinds of dals, and also the fact that it's high protein with high fiber.
She starts by washing the yellow split pea or tur dal, then adding turmeric and cooking for 45 minutes to an hour.
Take a grain of dal and squish it between your thumb and index finger. That's when you
So
know the
mashes.
dal is done. There is no hard bits in the center.
She then mashes fresh ginger and garlic with a pinch of salt.
Just helps crush it very quickly. That's a trick got from my mother.
And prepares a pan with hot vegetable oil.
Now all the noise and fireworks.
Goody.
In go the mustard seeds, the cumin seeds, some dried chilies.
Yes.
Be careful because these are going to splutter up.
Yeah.
In go the curry leaves,
Wow.
chili powder, and a pinch of asafoetida. I'll just add the ginger and garlic paste. It's a lovely aroma. And we give all this a bit of stir.
Oh, wow.
I'll just add some tomatoes. A little fresh coriander as a finishing touch. Also, it's ready, babe. Would you like to try it?
It's great. I love the colour. It's almost the Indian flag there.
You're right. Yeah, just blow on it.
That's yummy.
Another famous vegetarian dish is the brilliant palak paneer, which starts with a generous amount of washed English spinach leaves, which are blanched, squeezed and pureed. Then in hot oil, Daisy adds cumin seeds and ginger and garlic paste.
In go the onions.
The onions are cooked to brown. Then Daisy adds diced tomatoes.
I quite like the drama of Indian cooking. There's lots of spluttering.
Yeah,
And
that's right. So time to put in the spinach puree.
that is such a beautiful colour.
Paneer is Indian cottage cheese.
So it's firm.
It's
but,
firm. It's got the same texture as, you can say, tofu. Spinach mix.
Wow.
Just to finish this off, I'm adding some dried fenugreek leaves, which is also called kasuri methi. This is garam masala. Just a pinch. Thicken cream.
Ah.
It just emulsifies the whole flavors and the textures together. There you go. Palak paneer, restaurant style, in under 10 minutes.
Unbelievable.
Finally, one of the most delicious side dishes or snacks you'll ever eat, Gujarati potatoes. Daisy cooks whole Pontiac potatoes, cubes them and adds a teaspoonful each of ground cumin, coriander and turmeric. A small amount of chilli powder and some salt and mixes the lot.
As a salad, you could eat it right the way it is.
Yes.
Then in a wok, she sizzles mustard seeds, cumin seeds and a small amount of fenugreek seeds. The potatoes are coated with the tempered oil, then rolled in desiccated coconut, sesame seeds and chopped coriander.
That is a beautiful use of a potato.
The only trick, if there is any, is in getting the onions right. If you get that right, this is a dish for anybody and everybody.
Good, good. Show me.
There's about 4 tablespoons of oil. And for this much of oil, I would use about 1 onion. Salt is important because salt will prevent the onion from burning. This will be about 4 to 5 minutes. A tablespoon of ginger, 1 tablespoon of crushed garlic, about 1.5 tablespoons of crushed chilies.
Tell me about
Salt.
the spoon you're using today.
Well,
You-
the
you
spoon
like
that I
using
use,
it.
well, this is again going back to Indian food. Each one of the 5 fingers represents a sense, and each one of these 5 senses is in contact with one of the 5 elements. So that's where the balance comes in. Salt goes in with a pinch of turmeric. These 2, sesame and peanut, or groundnut as we say, need to mildly roast them and then make a paste of them, which is what I've done. Soak them in a little bit of milk or cream or
okay.
yogurt,
Yep.
and then in with this, which is a binding agent. Mind you, because we are using yogurt, and yogurt, we all know, has a tendency to split or curdle. 1.5 cups of yogurt. This is the best whisk. It changes shape.
For a depth of flavour, Ajoy adds his own garam masala mix and black cumin seeds, all coarsely ground.
Spices do to the tongue what colors do to the eyes.
Oh, that's a good analogy. I love that.
So this is adding color to the tongue.
Do you want me to use my spoon?
Of course you can.
How much?
5 grams, Maeve.
So I'll do.
That's another 2 grams. A little more. And 1 for the chef. So that makes it 5 grams. Thank you very much. Mix it together. To this, we must add the caramelized onions.
Ah, that's part of the marinade.
This is making a kurma in a bowl, basically. Instead of browning the onions in a pot and then starting off with the chicken and all that, we have made these beforehand. Mix it together and you can eat this on its own, believe me, Maeve.
Oh, I'm sure.
Even without the chicken, it's good, but no. In with the chicken,
You got a kilo there?
about 1 kilo of chicken thigh fillets. And there we go. This is ready. Into the pot. Spread the chicken out. Put the lid on. Press it down. It will suck in first, become a pressure cooker. So the chicken starts to cook in its own juices. And with that pressure, it cooks really fast. Just about 1/4 cup. That water evaporates, chooks cooked.
Sounds easy.
Sounds easy?
Yep.
This is the moment of truth.
It smells good.
Yeah, there is
Oh, a joy.
Yeah. Just before you serve, juice of 1/4 of a lemon. It's not very saucy like most dishes are, but this is covering the chicken completely.
Thanks,
You
Ajoy.
taste it.
Oh, look at it. It's so tender. Just breaks apart. Oh, wow. So much flavour.
It is.
It's beautiful. Food of kings.
No, you and me.
Cookie, tell me about Indian sweets. How would you describe them?
Full of color, very sweet, sensuous, overloading the senses. Gotta have one right now.
Now, what are they made from?
Mainly, Maeve, I'd say milk is one of the main ingredients of most of these.
And tell me the idea of putting silver and gold on top.
Very little to do with taste or anything else, but a lot to do with presentation. And with Indian sweets, a lot of them were used for celebrations, you know, like weddings and religious festivals.
And the intense colour, how does that work? It's part of looking good and looking
Yes,
vibrant?
It's all part of, you know, the Indian, you know, we don't do things in halves, as you know. Everything's over the top.
Yeah.
So there's gold, there's silver, there's colour, a bit like Bollywood dancing.
Rennie Singh comes from a food-obsessed family who have passed on a cheat's recipe for coconut cardamom burfi, something her colleagues in the tax department look forward to at morning tea time.
Is this Mum's recipe?
This is an auntie's recipe.
Ooh.
Yeah, she showed us one day and it was just, you know, when I tried it, I was like, what is this? It's so nice, you know, and I hadn't seen the actual presentation of it in the bowl before.
Just a few things go into them. What do you need to do?
4 ingredients. I put in the coconut first and you only need 200 grams. This is 250, so...
So 50s for rolling
50s
later?
for rolling, yes. Then we have the condensed milk and that's 375 grams.
One of the
Little
tins.
cans, sweetened condensed milk. This is the ground cardamom. Finally, we just have some pistachio nuts. Just about a handful. It's so quick. You can make it even before dinner guests come,
How long in the fridge?
like half an hour.
Wow.
So pop that in there.
Once it's combined, Rennie puts the mixture into a non-stick pan and heats it gently for 10 minutes, stirring constantly.
I wet my fingers and that makes the rolling easier. It doesn't make it stick to your hands as much. And just roll it into a ball.
That's it.
That's it. And then you just roll it in the coconut, like that. Give it a good coat. Like that. That's it. Have a taste.
I'd love to. Oh, yum. That's very clever.
Very simple.
Very addictive, I think.
On our next food safari, the beautiful fresh flavours of Greek food. Never fussy, never boring, and served with love and generosity.
What does the word tandoor mean?
What does what tandoor means? Oh, well, that's a very good question.
Do you know?
Like, how do I explain tandoor? It's probably tanned your hand when you're cooking in there. That's what the tandoor is. And by working on it, you will get tanned for sure.
Give us a look. Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
Look at the difference.